I was 30 years old and I was training for a big fitness competition. One morning I was headed out for a morning jog, and the next thing I remember, I was laying in the hospital. I was scared. I didn't know if I had done something. I was confused. I had been hit by a vehicle driven by a drunk driver.
I went down to the CT scanner, where it's kind of the first time that I kind of met her, and I knew right away things were not good. It was hemodynamically unstable. She's teetering on the edge of life and death.
I'm severed from T2 to T11. Pelvis was shattered. My left leg was shattered. My lungs collapsed. They had to do an emergency 11.5-hour surgery.
It's one of the few times that I basically had to call my trauma partner, and we operated together in order to basically temporarily stabilize her pelvis where she was bleeding out from, to save her life.
The moment I met Dr. Mamzak, I knew I was in the right hands. He was a combat physician in Afghanistan, and I knew he's seen it all.
In time, probably one of the hardest conversations I had to have with her was when we had done a lot of the work, but I wasn't happy with how her pelvis was. And it was a really challenging pelvic fracture that was unstable in many different dimensions. I had to tell her, listen, I think this could be better, but it means I have to operate on you again.
For him to have that type of concern, he has a lot of other patients and a lot of other things to do, and he could have just said, oh, I'm done with that one, or I'm done with that surgery. But he took time. It was just amazing. God had put the right people in the right place at the right time to save the right individual, and that individual is me. And I thank God for that. I thank God for him.
Every once in a while you get challenged by one of those cases where things happen that, you know, it's beyond what we do here on earth, and it's deeper really than that. And I think her case is about that. It's a testament to who she is as a person.
I knew I had a hard road ahead of me, and at first I was in a wheelchair. But 4 months later, I was able to take my first steps again. And Dr. Mamzak was there with me every step of the way. I'm grateful to be walking again, to be alive and well. I'm thankful for the bone and joint team at Beacon. They really care. They do a wonderful job. They have, I went through the physical therapy, I went through speech therapy, I went through occupational therapy. They taught me how to use the wheelchair, how to use the sliding board. Not one time did I feel neglected. Just made me feel very comfortable. They love people, and you can tell it's the character in their heart, and they want to save lives, and that's what they do.